fruits are steeped in magic and lore. Let's wander orchard paths and wild hedgerows to uncover the magic of apricot, blueberry, and cherry. Welcome to Otherworldly Lore, a place rooted in folklore, hearth wisdom, green magic, and the curiously strange. Apricot carries a feminine energy and dwells under the influence of Venus, flowing through the element of water. Its magic centers mainly on love, though its reach extends into divination, healing, protection, and abundance. Soft-fleshed and golden, the apricot has long been associated with attraction, emotional warmth, and spiritual insight. In many ancient traditions, apricot was believed to hold prophetic power. Seers and oracles were said to work with the fruit to gain glimpses of the future and to open pathways to higher states of awareness. Its delicate texture and warm hue symbolized wisdom and illumination, making apricot a tool not just of desire, but of understanding and spiritual awakening. Apricots have been cherished for thousands of years, cultivated across vast regions as they traveled trade routes through Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. Over time, the fruit came to symbolize fertility, transformation, and abundance. The blossoms of the apricot tree, prized for their beauty, were closely associated with love and sensuality, and frequently incorporated into love spells and romantic workings. Magically, apricot is most often worked with for matters of the heart. Eating the fruit is believed to encourage a sweet disposition, and luckily for me, it's always been one of my favorite snacks. Apricot juice is used in love spells and potions to draw affection and harmony, and the leaves and flowers are added to love sachets, while the pits are carried as simple charms to attract love. One common folk working involves placing two apricot halves together while focusing on a desired connection. When the fruit is consumed, the intention is believed to be released and set into motion. Apricot also carries a gentle but steady healing energy. Traditionally, it was used to bring comfort to both body and spirit, easing physical discomfort and soothing emotional wounds. In magical practice, this translates into emotional healing, making apricot a quiet ally during times of grief, heartbreak, or inner unrest. Beyond love and healing, apricot was believed to offer protection. Its presence was thought to ward off negative influence and unwanted energies, acting as a subtle shield for those who worked with it. The fruit's golden color further linked it to prosperity and success, making it suitable for spells and rituals aimed at attracting wealth and favorable outcomes. When consuming your apricots, consider saving the pit, as they hold magical significance. Carried as charms, they are believed to draw love and safeguard the bearer. When intentionally cleansed and marked with symbols of desire or intention, the pits become talismans of manifestation and protection. They may be kept close, placed on an altar, or returned to the earth to root one's wishes into the world. For divinatory work, apricot stones are used as conduits of intuition, marked with symbols or runes and kept in small pouches. They are held before divination to deepen spiritual connection and invite clear messages. In this way, apricot bridges love and prophecy, grounding emotional magic in insight and foresight. Apricot is also strongly associated with fertility and abundance. Its lush texture and nourishing nature made it a symbol of growth in many cultures, applied not only to physical fertility, but to creative projects, financial stability, and personal transformation. Apricot teaches that love is not separate from wisdom, and abundance does not exist without care. Its magic is soft, golden, and enduring, a reminder that attraction, healing, and insight often grow from the same root. Blueberry is another one of my personal favorites. It is a quiet but potent guardian, long associated with protection, intuition, and unseen perception. Its power is rooted in its deep blue color, a shade that echoes night skies and dark waters, places where knowledge hides beneath the surface. This connection ties blueberry closely to the element of water and to the realms of emotion, dreams, and the subconscious. Traditionally, blueberries were believed to offer strong protective magic. One common folk practice involves placing blueberries beneath a doormat to prevent unwanted or harmful influences from entering the home. This method was said to guard not only against ill intent, but against spiritual intrusion as well. Though one practical drawback I can plainly see is that of attracting ants and mice to your front door. Protection through blueberry is not limited to physical placement. Consuming blueberries was believed to draw their defensive qualities inward. Eating blueberry pies or tarts during times of psychic attack was thought to fortify one's internal defenses, allowing the fruit's protective energy to work from within rather than solely at the threshold. So, you heard it here first. Keep eating blueberry pastries and pies for your own protection. What a relief folklore and magic can truly be. Beyond protection, blueberries are deeply tied to intuition and wisdom. Their rich hue was once seen as a symbol of divine power and higher knowing. Witches and practitioners consume blueberries or infuse them into potions and elixirs to strengthen psychic awareness, sharpen visions, and deepen connection to the supernatural. Eating a handful of blueberries before divination practice, such as tarot or scrying, was believed to heighten perception and allow clear insight to emerge. Blueberries were also associated with spiritual growth. Working with them was said to encourage alignment with one's higher self, opening pathways to inner wisdom that might otherwise remain obscure. Teas, potions, or elixirs containing blueberries were thought to carry this intuitive charge, enhancing any working focused on insight or clarity. In addition to their protective and psychic qualities, blueberries were linked to abundance and prosperity. They were used in spells intended to attract wealth, success, and good fortune, their clustered growth symbolizing multiplication and sustained plenty. Incorporating blueberries into abundance rituals was believed to help manifest desires tied to stability and material growth. Blueberries also appear in love magic, where their sweetness becomes symbolic. Their juicy nature represents affection and emotional connection, making them suitable for love spells and relational work. Mashed fresh blueberries were sometimes blended into love potions, while dry berries were used in charm bags, sachets, or strung into talismans meant to attract love or strengthen bonds. Placed beneath a pillow or carried close, these charms were believed to influence matters of the heart. Shared consumption plays a role here as well. Eating blueberries together or incorporating them into meals or drinks shared with loved ones was thought to deepen emotional ties and reinforce mutual affection. So time to break out the blueberries on your next date night. As a final layer of defense, dried blueberries may be placed into small pouches or fabric sachets to create protective charms. Carried on the person or hung within the home, these talismans act as shields against negative energy. Combined with other protective elements, their effects were believed to strengthen further. Blueberry teaches that protection does not always come through force. Sometimes it arrives through quiet awareness, sharpened intuition, and the steady strength of knowing what does not belong. Under the influence of Venus and the element of water, cherries are firmly fixed in the realm of love, desire, and intuitive knowing. Its traditional powers center on attraction and divination, though its symbolism extends into fertility, abundance, and protection. Bright, sweet, and richly colored, cherry has long been a favorite fruit in rituals of the heart. Across cultures, cherries have been used to call love into one's life. Their association with Venus makes them especially potent in romantic workings. Whether the intention is to attract a new partner, deepen an existing bond, or even rekindle passion. One elegant love charm involves tying a single strand of one's hair to a blossoming cherry tree, a simple act meant to bind personal intention to the living energy of love and bloom. More complex love spells also exist, rooted in lunar timing and patience. One such working calls for collecting a number of cherry stones equal to the practitioner's age. Beginning on the night of the new moon, no more than one stone is drilled each night, with no work done during the waning moon. Once all stones are drilled, they are threaded on pink or red strings at the next new moon and tied around the left knee each night for 14 nights, worn while sleeping and removed each morning. This working is said to draw a spouse or life partner, though I would caution to take care not to bind the string too tightly if you decide to do this one yourself. Cherry also appears in folk divination practices. One traditional method involves running around a cherry tree heavy with ripe fruit and shaking it. The number of cherries that fall is believed to represent the years remaining in one's life. This practice reflects cherry's long-standing connection of fate and foresight. If you decide to try this approach, my personal suggestion for your own good is to shake that tree pretty vigorously. In spell work, cherry juice was sometimes used as a symbolic substitute when blood was called for spells or ritual, reinforcing cherry's association with fertility, vitality, and life force. The fruit's deep red color evokes passion and sensuality, making it a natural addition to love spells and rituals focused on desire and emotional connection. Cherries are also linked to divination and psychic awareness. Eating cherries or incorporating them into ritual work was believed to heighten intuition and strengthen one's ability to connect with spiritual insight. In this way, cherry bridges physical pleasure and inner knowing, reminding practitioners that desire and wisdom are not separate forces. Abundance and prosperity are also woven into cherry symbolism. The many stones contained within each fruit represent fertility and growth, making cherries suitable for rituals intended to attract success and material stability. Cherry carries protective qualities as well. In folklore, hanging cherries in doorways or windows was believed to ward off negative forces and invite good fortune. This protective aspect extends to charms and talismans designed to create energetic boundaries around the home or individual. Cherries may be worked into candle spells by placing fresh cherries or dried pits around red or pink candles carved with intentions of love or passion. Cherry-infused potions and elixirs are also used in rituals or offered to spirits and deities aligned with fertility and affection. Dried cherries can be combined with supportive items in charm bags or sachets, tied with a red or pink ribbon and kept close to radiate their influence. Cherry wood itself is also valued for protection. A small piece carved with a sigil and anointed with protective oils may be carried or hung near an entrance to ward off unwanted energies, reinforcing cherry's roles as both inviter and protector. Cherry teaches that love is not passive. It is cultivated, timed, and tended, rooted in both desire and discernment.